Greetings, beloved. I pray everyone has had a successful week, a week full of answered prayers and study. This is the Self Improvement Channel. For those who are new, welcome. Here we work on self development, correction, improvement, elevation, and eventually healing. We also talk about mental health, awareness, and a few other topics. Anything that deals with developing self. So, welcome. Today, I'd like to talk about or share with you a topic from one of our study guides, number 4. It's called The Struggle for Balance. And you know, we've all dealt with imbalances in our lives. So, hopefully, this will help us as we go on throughout the week, learn how to obtain balance and protect our balance, okay? So let's get into it. Let's delve in. Also, the study guides, they are written and given to us by my minister and teacher, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. So if you'd like to get your hands on your own so you can do some studying yourself, I will leave where you can purchase those study guides in the description. All right, let's get into it. So, balance, the struggle for balance, because it is a struggle to get balance and to keep balance. But balance means that you are in a state of equilibrium, equality, mental stability, and sanity. Now we know that the opposite of sanity is insanity. So if you have any imbalances in any department of your lives, then you have experienced a degree, lesser or greater, of insanity. And we don't want to be on that side of the coin, but sometimes we can't help that because the world likes to offer us forms of distractions, such as, racism, sexism, materialism, confusion, falsehoods and lies, deception. Oh, you name it, it goes on and on. And when we buy into that and we accept that, then that solidifies our attitude, our beliefs about ourselves. And that can actually hinder your development as a human being. So we want balance in our lives. And I wanted to share from nature one of the animals that I think has mastered balance. And that is the bird. All right. Before the bird leaves the nest, it has to have a degree of balance. And the center of gravity for the bird is his point of balance between his wings and his head and his tail. All right, that's his point of balance. And his feathers on his wings and tail allows him to stay in the sky. As he's flying, he stays in the sky because of those feathers that is on his wings and tail, because it helps him keep control and gauge and guides him in direction. And he also has 2 organs in his inner ear of balance. So my question is, if God equipped a bird with all the necessary tools that it needed to keep balance in the air, what about you and I? Has he not given us the tools that we need to, travel through this rough terrain? called life? I believe He has. I believe He has given us everything we need. In fact, my minister said that before we were even born, God had us in His mind. He knew what He wanted to equip us with. He took care of all of our sustenance and needs before we were even in our mother's womb. Now that's a beautiful God. Now, one of the sustenance is expression. God taught us how to speak, how to read, and how to write. Okay? And in the Bible, it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And in the Holy Quran, Surah 96, the Clot, verse 1, God says, read in the name of thy Lord who creates. And through those expressions, we get our sustenance. We get our mental and our spiritual sustenance. So see, He looks out for us. He also made sure He provided vegetation of the earth for us, for our physical sustenance. So, but what happens if we are deficient in a sustenance, our mental and physical sustenance? What happens if we are deficient in that? An example would be, let's just say one of the mineral supplements, iron. If we are low in iron, deficient in iron, that is called anemia. And those who have anemia could tell you some of the symptoms of that is dizziness, lightheadedness, heart palpitations, extreme tiredness, because it's the loss of blood. So that is an imbalanced state that you don't want to find yourself in too often, at all, really. So how do you restore balance? So you would have to find life-giving foods that's rich in iron to restore your iron, right? And bring you back to balance or homeostasis. Now, we also experience imbalance in relationships. And my minister mentions that the reason why there's so much dissatisfaction in relationships is because we have made each other our primary inclination and pushed God back to second place, where in fact God should be the primary in our relationship, and our spouse or child or employer, whoever is in your circle, make them second, not first. That's the mistake we make, right? So we can never be successful like that. And that is why we grow dissatisfied with each other, because we're expecting one or the other to provide us with our primary needs, in which they cannot do. Only God can. What about imbalance in ourselves, in our own self, how we relate to ourselves, where we have emotional and mental hiccups, where we can't function in life. We have the inability to make sound decisions in life, where we're always sad and depressed, angry, go through anxiety, you name it. That's an imbalance, you know. And again, environment that you're around, if it's negative, does not help. What you're feeding your mind on every day does not help. We must stop making everything and everybody gods beside God. That's idol worship, right? we're idolizing that which does not deserve to be uh, focused on like that. So when we find ourselves in those states, let's peel ourselves back and remember who the center is of our life and existence. And maybe that can help us with our depression. Okay? So, yeah, with ourselves and how we relate to ourselves is very crucial to have balance. And then what we want to do is restore balance by returning to our center of gravity, which is God Himself. Okay? When we begin to accept Him as the master creator of our lives, accept His word, read His word, write His word, all of that will bring life into you again. Okay? So I hope that this little chat, this lesson that I've shared, has helped you throughout your week. Just refer back to, if need be, about the importance of balance, who's your center, and not making each other our primary inclination. Instead, incline to the one true source, the one that was with you before you married, before you got into this relationship, before your children, before your parents. All right? So thank you for listening, and I pray that what I said has helped. All praise belongs to God, if that is the case. And until the next video, I will see you soon, God willing. Peace.